Okay, so we want to give thanks to the One, the Source, the All, the Most Highs, Big Mama Mama, Hashem, Dr. Yafa Bey, Noble Drew Ali, Rabbi Nine Son, Taj Tariq Bey, Yahshua, Krishna, all the other messengers, Muhammad. Everybody had their own person that came for them, and you still got people on the planet right now that you don't even listen to. But anyway, so you want to give thanks first. You see, I got my head covered because if I say I'm talking about knowledge, like Unc said, if you talking about some knowledge and your head is not covered, then you want some dumb stuff. But anyway, I just want to tell you, I just got out of jail. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so depressed. Oh, my life is so horrible. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just warming up with it, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it real, but you keep it 1,000. Right? Yeah, I just got out of jail. I just did a little 25-day vacation bid. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to talk about this document that I wrote, that I drafted while I was in jail. It was called Will You Be the Bullet? I'm not gonna sit here and just read it for you because actually I left it in jail. I left that document in jail. I left it with a person who really received the word that I was given, and he passed it around to he's supposed to be passing it around to other people. And I'll get back to the story of that document and why it was left in there and what it's doing while I'm still gone. But first I want to address this, and then I got a song that I wrote called Let It Go. It's for the kings and queens. It's for one queen in particular, but it is for queens and kings who have not learned to forgive and let go. If you are not with your significant other or the person that you was wanting to be with and they hurt you and they cheated on you, okay, you need to forgive them because forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. You are walking around with a heavy heart and you are miserable. Somebody like me, I haven't been forgiven, but I'm still, oh my goodness, I'm still living it up. And it's a queen, my ex-wife, and I'm still calling her queen because that's the high vibration that I'm on. I'm so high up, I'm looking down at her like, damn, I feel bad for her now. Before I used to get mad when she do these little things, but now I just feel bad. It's sad, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000 or 1,300. So let's talk about this little trip back into the belly of the beast. Probably gonna be a long video. I've been quiet for a couple of weeks, about 4 weeks. So alright, what we're going to do is we're going to tell a little story here. Rabbi Nansan told you that the Most Highs are storytellers, and so I am a storyteller. I am a writer, and that's what I do. So I have a long little story for you, and it starts probably back March 20th, 2016. Whenever my ex-wife and I got into an altercation, she cracked me over the head with a bottle. And I had to go to the hospital. I had my brain was bruised, had a concussion. They had to keep waking me up because it was serious. Like if I would have fell asleep, then I would have died. That's what they said. I could have slipped into a coma because my brain was bruised so bad. For that beat down. That's my kids. They physical like that. They active. I wasn't fighting the back anyway. But I take full responsibility for that because me myself, I call myself a messenger. Then why was I getting drunk? Why was I drinking? Why was I smoking cigarettes? I brought that onto my own self. But anyway, so my head was busted open. They didn't give me staples. They didn't give me stitches. They had to give me staples. So that's back March 20th, 2016. Just stay with me. If I'm talking too fast, maybe you need to listen a little faster. So March 20th, 2016, got locked up from that attack or whatever. And like I said, I take full responsibility for it. I know I didn't put my hands on her or in my kids or anything. I was the only one that went to the hospital, but it was my fault because when you drinking those spirits, when you go to that liquor store, what does it say? Wine or spirits. So when you go to that liquor store, you are putting spirits in your body, and hey, what you get is what you get. And I had been sending Pillars up. I wanted to get back on a high spiritual level before she came down here, where I wasn't smoking, where I wasn't drinking, where I had my girls, all four of my daughters, and I was just doing the thing by myself. But I felt, I wanted to bring the mother down here because a man can't raise daughters himself. So I wanted to bring the mom down here. I figured I changed a lot, so maybe she'd be on point and be able to receive me. So anyway, that was March 2016. Alright, so now, 5 months later, I'm going to trial. I'm trying to beat this charge. Then I guess some kind of way my daughter got manipulated into. I didn't find this out. I did a video about her with Deja Gibson. You know, I'm riding out with her, taking care of her. I mean, but that's just what it is. I said I was going to do that, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. But anyway, so I guess she got manipulated into going and doing a deposition on me because I was beating the charge. My ex-wife, she wasn't coming to court. You know, she knew what time it was. So, but with the deposition, I had to plead out to it because I didn't want to keep sitting in there for months and months and months. I had already lost everything, thousands of dollars, job. I lost the inheritance that I was supposed to go get. Family stole it from me because I was in jail. Whole bunch of big stuff like that. So anyway, that was back. And so I get out around August. Okay, August. I'm out for about a week. We go to court. And just stay with me. This is all tying into my trip back into the belly of the beast, why I'm back in jail, why I had to go back into the belly of the beast, and it's really deep. So I get out in August, you know, then it's September, I'm out for about a week, and I get served with these papers. They're like, man, you need to go to court, you got an injunction on you, this and that. I'm like, all right, so I go to court, and I'm in there, I've been working out, my skin's all clean, you know, I haven't been smoking, haven't been drinking, I'm on point, I'm shining, you know what I mean? When I walk in there, I can feel that vibe, just everybody like, damn, you know what I mean? I know, I can feel it, I know when I'm living righteous. So I see her, we at court, okay, so we go to court. It's an injunction. We get in there, she's talking about, I don't know why Wendell, she said, I've always loved Wendell, and I don't know why he has never treated me right, and I've always done this and done that. She was going on and on. The judge was like, hey, hold on. This is here for an injunction. And the judge turned to me and was like, hey, how do you want to do this? Do you want to fight this or not? And I said, no, I don't want to fight this. The only thing I want to do is I want to take this 6 month or to a year injunction. I want to make it for life. I want to make this lifetime. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm done with it. And that's as real as I can be. So I guess she took offense to that, you know, or whatever. And so we filed the injunction, got the injunction. It works both ways. It's for me and it's for her. You know, keep our distance because of these violent things that seem to be happening. So after that, I got the kids. I'm going to the little kids visits. They got me on supervised visits with my own children. So I'm going to those visits, and every week it's something. She's saying this. Oh, he changed the kids. He took the old clothes off and put on new clothes. He gave them fruits. He's just going on and on every single visit. So this is going on and on. All right. So fast forward to around December. Now I don't celebrate Christmas, but I was locked up for most of the year, and I hadn't really had a chance to do anything for my kids, for my star seeds. And I had been doing things for the little smaller children, but for my 3 teenagers, Molly, Nick, and 3, I hadn't really had a chance to do anything for them. So even though I don't celebrate Christmas, and they know I don't celebrate Christmas, I figured I'd surprise them. So I have been saving some money up for a car, you know, because I had everything took from me, needed another car. But something came into my heart. I was like, you know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something for these from my star seeds. It's the right thing to do. Even though it's Christmas, I'm still gonna you know what I mean. I'm gonna hook them up. So it wasn't nothing but probably about 1500. A lot of clothes and shoes and jackets for everybody and stuff like that. Stuff that they really needed. So that was around Christmas time. Okay, so fast forward, we're getting close to this story now, to the really nut of it. So about 2 weeks later, after this, I go file my taxes on January 9th. I filed them at Jackson Hewitt. Been going there for the past 5 years. Alright, so on January 11th, I get a warrant took out on me for violating this injunction. Now this is January 11th. Okay, so they're not looking for me. And my vibration is so high they can't see me anyway, because I go back to court after the warrant is sworn on me. I go see my probation officer a couple of times. Nobody's looking for me. Police not coming to my house. They know it's BS. It was because I didn't see her and she didn't see me. We didn't have any contact at all, but she knows the system, so she went and filed out a warrant because she knew he was at this Jackson Hewitt and she works at this Renner Center or wherever she works at, and she knew that I was there. So she was able to swear out this warrant. Alright, so they couldn't see me, they wasn't looking for me, or they couldn't see me, whatever. You know, this is January I filed my taxes January 9th. So January 11th is when she took out the warrant. Then we had a court date. We go to that court date. Oh, and then I get hit with a child abuse charge. Yeah, child abuse charge. And then, so this to keep me from getting they about to get the kids back to me, because she has two of my kids that aren't her biological kids, but I respect her for doing that. She's raising them and taking care of them, you know. But they're not her kids. She's trying to give them back to their father, you know, the one that's been there with them, that was with them from day one, you know. My ex, the mother of those two children, she went to work 2 weeks after. You know, I stayed home with them. You know, I might have been doing whatever I had to do to make money, but I was with my daughters, raising them, hand feeding them, burping them, doing all that stuff, you know. That's just the kind of dude that I am. I've been doing it since I was 12 with my little brother. And my mom worked 2 jobs. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. Because there's some serious stuff right here. So anyway, after all of that, they looking for me. I got a warrant out for me all this time. I'm on probation, 5 years probation. They're not looking for me. They can't find me. They can't see me. Whatever the case may be. So fast forward to February 23rd. Now I got a warrant from January 9th. Now fast forward to February 23rd. I got my taxes, and so I'm being a good little Negro peon, little slave. I get my taxes. I'm like, man, I'm gonna pay these people off, you know. And I had to go to give them some money because they just own me anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give them some money. I go down there. I got about $2 grand on me, and they locked me up. Yeah, they did. They locked me up because I had that old warrant on me. That's how they couldn't see me. Now they saw me then though, didn't they? So they locked me up. All right, now it starts getting good because the officer comes in there, and I'm trying to pay on this thing. He comes in there, he's standing behind me, and you know, I'm like, what's up, bro? You know, because I know I haven't done anything wrong. I ain't got no fear. I know if I die right now, I know where I'm going, so I ain't got no fear. I'm like, what's up? You standing too close to me. It's like, are you such and such, such and such? I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's the deal? It's like, you are in violation of injunction, such and such. I was like, man, no. And I started trying to just walk by. I was like, man, I'm getting out of here. And then the lady cop, I see her, she's looking at me like, please don't do this. And I look and see, man, they so deep out there. It's a courthouse, so they deep. He came in there by himself, and I'm just going to blow past him, just dip. But I see, they like 15, not even 15 deep. It seemed like it was 15 of them, but it was probably about 7. And they just hand-on gun, not tasers, not billy clubs. They got hand-on gun. A place that you gotta go through a metal detector, so you know I ain't got no pistol or no knife. But you got your gun though. You ready to shoot a nigga, a naga. So anyway, they locked me up, and I'm sitting up. I'm still confused. I'm like, man, what is going on? What's going on? I'm pissed, you know. I'm not really pissed. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I'm about to go back to jail. Here I am, been living this righteous life, you know, haven't been smoking, haven't been drinking. I did everything I said I was going to do. I promised the Most High what I was going to do when I was locked up. I wrote that book. They told me to write that book. I wrote that book. And I said, I'm going to get out. I'm going to author that book. I'm going to put it on a website to sell that book. And I'm going to make these videos. Even though I don't know how I'm going to do these videos. I don't know what I'm going to do or whatever format I'm going to do it. But I made a promise that I was going to do that. And I kept my word. And I did everything that I said I was going to do. Stopped the drinking. Stopped the smoking. As soon as I got out, I stopped hustling. I stopped doing everything and just went to work. Basically came back home. So I'm been shocked. You know, they sitting up there and counting all my money out, and I had some little bank cards or whatever, they taking all my property or whatever. And I'm still in shock, and I'm just like, I can't believe I'm going back to jail, honestly. So anyway, I go to jail. So then I get to jail, and I'm still in shock. I still don't know what's going on, because I have not seen this queen. You know, I have not seen her, and she has not seen me. I would know if I seen her. I mean, we've known each other for 20 years. I can feel her when she's close. You know, I could just feel it. And I hadn't seen her. I hadn't felt that vibration. I don't know if she could feel me. Maybe she probably can. That's probably how she knew that I was filing my taxes. We just got that connection. But, so, I'm going to jail. I'm like, man, it's messed up. So I'm like, damn, they got me. You got me good this time. I'm thinking, damn, she got me good this time. She's bigger than me. I mean, the way you gonna do, you doing it like that. I mean, wow. I mean, on some humbug type stuff. I mean, right after I just hooked our children up with all that money, you gonna come back and bam me like this? So okay, so I go to jail. All right, now I'm in shock too much to even talk to the Most High, because I'm thinking something that Rabbi Nansan told me, that when you get right and you're righteous all the way, no hair on your head will be harmed. So now I'm starting to feel some type of way. I'm like, this ain't right. But I'm thinking, then I start thinking, well, I hear the voice talking to me. It's like, you're not harmed. There's no hair on your head has been harmed. Okay. So it took about a day. Then I go to court and I still don't know what's going on. I go to first appearance. They still talking about junction, this and that. I'm like, man, I just need a bond. I'm out of here. I got money on my books. I'm finna roll. And they hold me without bond because I got a VOP for the violation of probation. Then I go back to arraignment. Then I find out, oh, this is what it's for. It's because I filed my taxes on January 9th. And she went and swore out a warrant for me on January 11th. So that is what that's for. That's the reason why that I'm in jail now. So now I'm in jail. Now I've done went from being in shock to now I'm pissed. I'm like, damn, that's petty. Like, I didn't even know she worked there. She's not on my radar. I mean, I'm not. If I was stalking her or if I had any kind of whatever feelings for her, then I would know she works there. I got served with them papers at court 7-8 months ago. I forgot where she worked. I hadn't been to no rent centers. I didn't even know it was a rent center there. I don't go to rent centers. So now, after that, I guess about the next day, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm ready to talk to them. I'm ready to talk to ancestors. I'm ready to talk to the Most Highs and see what's up. So I lay on my bunk. I start meditating. And I get that pumping in my stomach. Pump, 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 pump. Slow my breath down. Slow my heartbeat down. My eyes are closed. I'm focused. And I start talking. We start rapping. You know what I mean? We start going back and forth. And I'm like, why am I in jail? And then they come at me like, well, you said you was a messenger. Didn't you say you was a messenger? Oh, this is how messengers roll. This is what they do. Messengers don't just help people outside in the streets and do little videos and shake people's hands and try to tell them good news and all this stuff. No, messengers have to go to jail. They have to be in the belly of the beast. They have to put in work like that. And so I'm like, all right, that's real. I can respect that. I am a messenger and I can handle this. I mean, I know what time it is. So I just took it from there. So after that, I was pretty much in a different spirit, because then I called my mom up. I called Yolis up. I was like, hey, I need you to order me some eye cares, hook me up with some this and that. And she hooked me up, ordered that stuff. Then when I went to the different dorm or whatever, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm still talking to the Most High, still talking to ancestors. I'm like, I just left out of here. And I did 5 months in here trying to talk to these ignorant people, and they wasn't trying to hear it. They was ridiculing me, making fun of me because I was eating animals. All I did was laugh, and I just worked out. And then when I finished working out, I popped that shirt off like, you know what I mean? This is what you making fun of. So if you want to hit the block, hit the cell, I tighten you on up. But other than that, just keep it moving. If you don't feel the message, and you don't feel the message. But by the time I got out at the end of that 5 months, everybody was in my room. They coming in there, we freestyling. They listening to my music that I'm doing. We all breaking bread, eating. You're talking about 15 people in one small little room, a little 8x10 or whatever room, just all in there. They all, by the time I got out, but I took a lot of energy. That expanded a lot of energy and a lot of, it was a lot for me to get to that point. And when I got out, I felt really drained. Giving yourself to these people and to your friends, to your brethren, and having to argue. And I'm not trying to argue. I just gotta let them go crazy and say all this crazy stuff because they so dumb and so ignorant. They've been got the worms in their brain that's controlling them. And I'm just letting them just go ahead and say whatever they gotta say. And the stress comes from me having to be humble and not argue back and just let people go off on me because I know I'm right. So it's no reason to argue. Just go ahead. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. I'm some dumb nigga. So anyway, now I'm laying on my bunk and I'm still talking. I'm like, I just got through doing this. I don't want to do this again. And they like, nah, it's cool. You ain't got to do it like that. What I want you to do is write this document. You're going to write this letter. And what you do is you write this letter and you're going to give it to everybody. And the people that come back to you and want to talk about it, then you start talking to them on an individual level. And I was like, oh, all right, what am I supposed to say? So they gave me information, and the title of it was Will You Be the Bullet? And I left the document in there, it was floating around. I actually made a copy of it, and I think somebody had got that copy. It was pretty good. but I can give you the gist of it. It's, will you be the bullet? Will your mind is like a gun, and you can shoot out right knowledge, you can shoot out right info, or you can shoot out hate and all kind of different other stuff. It's just different stuff that you can do. So with that being said, this computer back there, I got too many computers in here. One of them just cut on, and I'm gonna just keep going with the video. But so with that being said, so I wrote the document out. It was, will you be the bullet? And I started talking about how right now is your time to get right, so when you shoot out of here, you can shoot right. And I told him a little bit about myself, because people think that you come to jail and that you get on that jailhouse religion, and people was looking me up. They're looking on YouTube, they're saying they're looking to see I did a book, they're looking to see that I was talking about this stuff before I got in here. And one of the things I was talking to them about, I was talking about not eating the animals. So, and this was in the document called Will You Be the Bullet? Now, I got it right here. And this is when I did a direct quote from Genesis. I know people don't read the Bible no more. They don't read the Bible. Because if they did, they would know, thou shalt not kill. And you should not be partaking in blood sacrifices. And every time you kill, every time you eat an animal, you are partaking in blood sacrifices. But anyway, so check it out. This is the NIV version. It's not the one that I read, but this is the NIV version. Genesis chapter 1, verse 28 and 29, I think. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food. And it was so. So that's basically a direct quote from the Bible, and it's talking about eating plants and vegetables, and that's right in the beginning. Now what they did was they changed a lot of stuff around, because like Rabbi Nansen helped me learn my on, your soul is located in your stomach. So if I can get you to put bad foods on your stomach and get you to take the Most High's creations and put them on your stomach, then that's going to mess up your whole thing. So that's a direct quote from the Bible, and that's Genesis. That's real early up in it. And then they say, oh, well, in Leviticus it tells you can eat all this stuff. Okay, well, I mean, do whatever you want to do. I mean, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to just keep doing what I got to do. But I got people, you know, from G-Dorm, G2. I'm talking about Kevin Schutz. I'm talking about JB, JV, you know, a lot of people, Bama, my bunkie Eric, Mike. It's a lot of people, you know, Seaweed. It's a lot of people out there that, you know, they look to me, and I told them that this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do when I get out. I'm going to do it. You look me up, and this is what I'm going to do. But and they're having a hard time with that animal thing, because they just don't want to give those animals up. And another thing I told them, I said, and this was in the document, will you be the bullet? I said, if you don't want to give the animals up, at least try that Daniel fast. See, the Bible is right here in my heart. Can you see that right there? It's right here in my heart. Oh yeah, this right here. I had somebody make this for me. His name was Chance. Shout out to you, Chance. Appreciate you made it out for me. It took him about 2 weeks, but he got it right for me. But my Bible is in my heart, so I have it in my heart. But that Daniel fast, if you don't want to give up your animals, that's what I'm telling them. I'm talking about the document that I wrote, and this is how I'm talking to people one-on-one. If you don't want to give your animals up, that's fine. But you read the Bible, you are so-called Christian, then you should try the Daniel fast. The Daniel fast about your dreams. About your dreams, and how he was an interpreter of dreams, and how if you know the book of Daniel, you know what happened about how he had the people. He took some people and fed them on that. I guess it was just vegetables and fruit and water or whatever, and they were better and stronger at the end of that time. I mean, but you just want to pick out what you want to believe in the Bible. I'm not picking out what I want to believe in the Bible. I know the Bible has been tampered with. I know it's probably 70% truth and 30% false. I know that some stuff has been in there, but I also know that Bible is a biblio-helios, and it is a science book about the sun, and there is a second sun that's coming, and if you are not right, it's going to burn your ass out this planet. But anyway, so that was my mission. I had to go back into the belly of the beast. And there was some people in there. It was a couple of people in there. I had this one white man. I mean, I didn't know it was that strong. I knew the message was that strong, but I didn't, because I didn't read it. I just wrote it and just started handing it out. And I went back and I had this old white man. He came to me, gave me a hug. He broke down and started crying. And I had this other dude, Aryan Nation, with the lightning bolts all over him. He said, and I didn't even know he was Aryan Nation. And he came to me, he was like, you know, that made me respect you. I have a lot of respect for you right now. I look at you at a whole different way. And I didn't even know what he was talking about. I'm like, okay, dude, I mean, whatever. You know, this is me. And then I found out later that dude's Aryan Nation. And he's so-called racist, but there's no such thing as a racist because there's only one race. It's the human race. But anyway, that means all walks of life, all different kind of people, you know. And when these boys getting out, when these young men get out, I gave them information to hit me up. They want to do something positive. They want to continue their growth. They can do that. I told them to comment on these videos because I didn't have my phone. I didn't know. I thought I was going to change my phone number because I got some stalkers. You know, they see I done changed my life, and they know I don't want to be on point with them. So the only thing they can do is try to bring me down. But I'm going to get to this song. Let me do this song real quick because I'm making this a long video. And I got another video to do. I don't even know if I'm going to do it all night. But I'm basically on house arrest. They let me out of jail. But I'm on house arrest. So now I got... And they let me out on Thursday. I went to the probation office Monday. I went to the probation office Friday morning. Okay, I'm house arrest. I ain't supposed to go nowhere. So Friday night, probation officer come by. Knock on the door. Hey, how you doing? Glad you're home. I'm glad too. But anyway, so I got this song. I don't want to mess it up. I just been a long video, so if I mess it up, I'm gonna keep on going because I am not doing this video again. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. This is my first time with the camcorder. You know, I had somebody that comment on one of my videos talking about I need to get new equipment and stuff and this and that or whatever. So I was like, all right, broke ass nigga, I will go get some new equipment. So anyway, this song. This is for a queen. And it's for queens and kings, but you should get the message behind it. It's not just for this one particular queen. It's for other queens and kings that cannot let it go. But I wrote this song for my ex, you know, because I've forgiven her. I just want her to forgive me. We're not going to be together. We got these children. I just want to co-parent, you know. And it's not no bad song. This is just real, not from the bottom of my heart, but from the top of my heart. You know, even though she just put me back in jail again, even though they just hit me for another $1,500 on top of the $3,500, even though I lost about 15-20 band, all of that stuff, it's just paper. You know, we got kids together and we're not going to be together. You with somebody else, you live with another man. If you happy with him, leave me alone. That goes for all y'all queens and kings out there. Oh, she cheated on me. Oh, he did this. He did me wrong. You must forgive them, because if you do not forgive them, you are going walking around with a cancer in your heart. And on top of that, the Most High, they're going to call you up when you die, or when the Most Highs come back. They're going to call you up. You're going to be lifted up. You're going to feel that presence. And then you're going to drop back down to the ground because you got a heavy heart of unforgiveness. And if you still see yourself as black and white, you still see this thing as black and white, you're gone. Me, myself personally, the mother of my children is so-called white, Italian, Russian. Then I have my ex-wife, she's so-called Moor woman. And I've talked to a mixed. I don't see color like that. I know some sisters get mad about it, but this last thing that I'm going through with my so-called black woman or my so-called Moor queen, my ex, she made me just like on that, because that attitude just gone. But anyway, we're gonna close this video. And like I said, and if I mess this up, I'm just gonna keep on going because I just wrote it and I don't have it memorized. But I always say this, I'm not no singing nigga. I write songs, and I'm just gonna try to harmonize it for you so that you will listen to the words, and these words will resonate with you. And this is for that queen, for my ex, that she can know that I don't have no hate for you. You know what I mean? You need to let it go, move on, and you'll feel a lot better. The name of this is Let It Go. Oh girl, you gotta let it go. Oh queen, you gotta let it go. You did me bad for the life we had. Oh my goodness, you're so sad. I know I hurt you, but we were so young. For your 16th birthday, I bought you a gun. I ran the streets and banged like a G. I know you loved me, but I couldn't see. They called you Lone Bone and you was a rider. For the streets, I was a major supplier. I ran my set and banged hammers all night while you just cried and prayed for my life. I did you bad, but I was just a young G. I didn't know what the streets was gonna do to me. You held me up while I was in the hospital bed. Doctors told you that I was about dead. Oh girl, you need to let it go. Oh queen, you need to let it go. Fast forward, yeah, I changed my life. We got all these children, but you're not my wife. I know it hurts, but you gotta let go. Stop calling the police, trying to stop my flow. Look at our daughters and our son. You're breaking their heart, cause yours is so numb. I've made mistakes, but you have too. How can you judge me when I don't judge you? I've got on my own mission that I must complete. I've never been average, I've been unique. All of this anger that you hold inside is making your heart bitter and slowly die. You should forgive me and let it go. My spirit is free, I've got a happy soul. It's you who suffers from anger and pain. For you I feel sorry, cause that's a damn shame. You could be happy if you let go and let God. You could be happy if you let go and let God. Oh girl, you gotta let it go. Oh queen, please let it go. Oh girl, you got to let it go. Oh queen, please let it go. That's 13 Prophet. You know what I mean? We're gonna turn this off.